Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is April and I paint watercolors. If this is your first time here, remember to click the subscribe button. Turn the notification on so you won't miss my new videos. Today I will show you how I paint a night street scene. The reference photo is an ordinary night road scenes, but I like the colorful reflections of the lights on the road and would like to paint it with watercolors. I first wet the whole paper with clean water, and I mixed French ultramarine and diocesan purple for the night sky colors. I created a gradient wash for the sky with more purples on top, coming down with more blue colors and mixed in some shell pink near the horizon line. I then dropped in some bright colors of the orange, red and yellow for the lights and their reflections. Also paint the ground with the blue-purple mix while leaving the white for the crossroad. These were all done when the paper is moist and you can see the smooth transitions of all the colors. I'm dropping in some cobalt teal and pyro red for the brightest lights in the painting. Also more yellow for lights around the focal point. Now I'm mixing some greens for the trees on both sides of the road. The paper is still moist as you can see the paint is spreading. Now I'm using a brush to remove colors that spread to the cards as I want to keep them white for now. This is a technique you could use to preserve the whites, removing them with a brush or tissue before the paper is dried. Now I'm painting in the background buildings. Try to see them all as one whole big shape and use color variations to suggest the structures. I'm keeping the paint quite light as these buildings are in the background. You could use your hand to touch the paper lightly to feel how wet or dry the paper is before painting. If the paper is too wet, the paint would be spreading out and the outline of the building might look too fuzzy. If the paper is already dried, you'll get hard edges and the buildings would look like cutouts instead of blending in with the background. Now I'm using thicker paints to paint in some details of the buildings while this layer is still wet. These should help to give a better definition of these background buildings. Is now all dried up and I start mixing some darker greens to paint in the trees in the midground. I'm using negative painting techniques to paint around the top of the cars. Here I started painting in the cars and the foreground. I'm connecting the shadows of the cars with the foreground and paint them as one shape. I have re-wetted the foreground with clean water so that I can let the colors blend together naturally. But I have avoided the crossroads so that I can keep them white. in darker shades to further increase the contrast when the paper is still moist. And I went back to paint a bit more details for the background buildings. Now I'm working on the details in the midground. So I went in and add another layer. I need to paint the ground darker in order to bring out the effects of the lights. Just some final touch-ups and the painting is done. It's now the tape peeling time. I hope you enjoyed watching. Remember to click like and subscribe. I have just launched a membership plan on Ko-fi. I would be very happy if you could check it out, join my watercolor club and paint together with me. watching this. I will see you in